Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. This thing runs behind a little slow. This show, Black Mirror, on Netflix is very informative, very eye-opening. A lot of this stuff is coming into reality. I think a lot of this stuff is predictive programming. They know what's about to happen. They put this stuff out in movies, series, commercials, different music. They put this stuff out in different ways to warn the people of what's coming. And we don't peep the subliminal messages between the lines when we look at things, when we really tune into stuff. We really don't look at the other side of things and ask questions. I've seen all this series of Black Mirror, and it's very informative. This episode right here is very informative. Right here, this is Black Mirror, the Metalhead episode. They got these things in real life, literally. If you haven't seen Black Mirror, you need to go see Black Mirror. It took a long time to destroy this thing right here. Like, this thing's powerful. So man, there's one in real life. Terminator dog robots to be deployed on U.S. border as Black Mirror comes to life. You see what I'm saying? This stuff is no joke, yo. A lot of people's not talking about this AI. They're so worried about LeBron James. Still talking about Super Bowl, the playoffs. We got bigger problems going on in the world. According to Gavin so-and-so, chief product officer at Ghost Robotics, 4-legged robot with no head is designed to trek in all types of natural terrain, including sand, rocks, and hills, but also on human-built environments like stairs. So this thing can probably damn near climb up walls, like some Spider-Man type shit. This thing is a beast. This thing can travel up anything, man, damn near. Same thing with this Black Mirror episode. This robot we see right here, man. Look at this thing. What? Oh, look at this. Look at this right here. Zoom out of that. Oh my goodness. Let's run it back. Let's play this thing. Oh my goodness. Just decimated that whole baseball. Look at this thing. Just imagine when it starts running, how fast this thing can. It's just walking right now. Look at this thing. This thing's, oh my goodness. In the water, yo. No joke. Any terrain, any condition, any environment. Beast. Pure beast, yo. Let me exit up out of this thing. Probably already gonna flag me with this video, but yeah, man, a lot of people ain't talking about this thing, man. This stuff is real. The whole Black Mirror episodes, all of them, every single one of them. The Ashley 2 thing with the music. Let me run it back. Every one of the Black Mirror episodes. I'm not gonna go over them, but Y'all need to watch it at Black Mirror. Every single episode is very informative, yo. What's coming? Dang, was right there too. The Ashley 2. This ain't the one though, but they showed the Ashley 2, the studio. It's an episode. When you watch the episode, they got a studio. This is the Ashley 2 doll thing, man. See, this is what the future kids would be interacting with instead of humans and having friends over there. They're gonna have a whole robot that's interacting with them and playing with them, and collecting all their data, collecting their thoughts, collecting what they say to them, everything, man. But in the episode of Black Mirror, the Ashley 2 thing, they got a studio to where they don't even have to have nobody in there recording. Like the whole studio to just mix. It makes its own. Like they had some type of computer machine where it just made all the beats. It made the recording. And so this Miley Cyrus, she was on the bed while this Ashley 2 thing was. I forgot, but somehow they had it hooked up to the Ashley 2 robot thing, and it made all the music for her. She didn't have to move a muscle. So she was like sedated in the bed and stuff. She was like in a coma, something like that. And I think they drugged her, something like that, and she was in the bed, and this whole robot thing, I think it was like hooked up to the machine of the computer. They was the record label or whatever they was using. They could make this robot sound just like Miley Cyrus. They made her beats, they made her voice, everything. So, studios is going to get, a lot of studios is going to get hit hard with this AI thing. Studios is already getting hit hard with AI. You don't have to make your own beats like from scratch. Like you could just upload sounds to it and boom, you got a beat within 5 minutes. So the mix and mastering, you don't have to have engineers anymore. They actually got apps where you can mix and master your own music. You don't have to hire engineers. So you got robots that's mixing and mastering your music, through a machine. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Nobody's speaking on this stuff. But this is the world we live in. This episode right here is crazy. This is a crazy episode. This is a crazy episode. Every one of them, man, is a crazy. Black Mirror is just crazy all the way around, but it's so true. It's so true. Let me see this one. This one's, oh man, this one, I had to shut this one off. This one's so demonic and so dark, and oh man, I couldn't even get 10 most disturbing Black Mirror. This was it just threw me off. Like, I just had to shut this. I didn't want to see the rest of it, man. Like, this episode right here was just, there's a couple episodes that I watched that I was just ready to turn off, man, and you can see it like, damn, this is what the world is coming to, like literally. I'm gonna go over some of these other episodes and some more in another video. For real, this stuff's crazy, yo. So this dude was basically in some type of video game, virtual reality, another virtual reality simulations. This dude was basically trapped in it. Like, his whole soul was in this shit. Like, everything. He was tied to this game, man. I just had to shut it off, man, because I'm like, you got people that's attached to these video games. They ain't even they ain't even wearing the VR headset. They're not even into the metaverse or virtual reality yet, but they just, you see how people get when they just got the controller in their hand and they tune into the TV set. Oh man, just imagine if they had the VR headset on, they would be, oh man, it's gone. They're gone. They glued straight in to the system. Shit's scary, man. Shit's very scary. This episode right here was crazy. Not this episode. I think it was this episode right here was crazy. This episode right here was this black dude episode was crazy, yo. Oh my good bro, crazy but so true. Cell phone, they got a cell phone one. Let's say had a cell phone Black Mirror episode. Crazy. Dude was glued to his phone, bro. Same thing we got today in society. Bro, people ain't talking about this thing like this Black Mirror shit is true. Black Mirror season 3. I ain't seen this. Oh shoot. Look at that. Everybody's in their phone. I don't know what that is. I think it's a new episode. They got this one. This one was crazy. This chick right. Crazy episode, man. Crazy episode. Crazy episode right here. Every one of them crazy. This right here, this space one, crazy episodes. Whole Black Mirror, man, it's just bizarre. It's just it's crazy. It's crazy to me. Like, you gotta just see him, man. I'm not even gonna explain all of them. I want y'all to go see him. Like, it's crazy, man. It's right there on Netflix. This one really blew me away because this is what we facing. Like, this shit's today. So basically, the mother had took her kid to the park. She was younger and she had got lost. She couldn't find her in the park and she had ran away. They finally found her, I think, a couple blocks down. She took the daughter, I think, the next day after she found her, to the doctor and said, well, I need a way to track my child down. She's young. I don't want her to wander off, and I need a way to keep up with her every movement. So they had attached this thing to her brain. They implanted her with this chip behind the ear in the hospital at this some type of technology AI corporation she went to for where they can track people's microchips like the dogs they do today, microchips and stuff. So she got her daughter microchipped, and she kept this thing on her whole life. She had to elementary, middle school, high school. Her mother got so addictive of monitoring her child that she didn't want her to. She'd never let go of seeing her every move. She was addicted to monitoring her child from this iPad, like this screen. And so the daughter ends up killing her mom because she couldn't live her life. It's crazy. It was crazy, yo. The daughter ends up smashing the damn iPad screen thing she was watching on in her face, smashed her whole face in, killed her, man. The technology just, oh man, it's this. I don't even want to, like, man. And you got parents that'll do this out here. They don't want the child to get lost. They don't want them to wander off and stuff. So they might go to extreme measures and get this microchip in their children, so they could just track their every moves, and they get addicted to watching them. They don't want to do this. They don't want to do that. They don't want to have a life of their own. They want to just track their every move, and they don't want them to get hurt. But this episode right here, bro. This episode right here. That was the last episode I had watched on Black. This right here. This episode right here. Season 4, episode 6. Why it's so haunting. Yo. Crazy. So true too, man. I think this thing is so real. Some of the stuff that goes on in the prison system. This might be. We might already have this type of technology. Come on now, like this whole Black Mirror, we got all this type of technology, yo. Like, this shit's crazy. Like, they not telling the people this stuff though. But this episode, man. So basically, that monkey, this little monkey thing episode. That episode, wow, man, that was crazy. Every episode on Black Mirror is just crazy. So this is the one with the guy in prison and all that. This crazy episode, yo. The museum one. Every episode I watched every one of them, bro. Crazy, yo. Crazy. So, yeah. We're gonna move on to the next video though.